Alright, my friends, welcome back! So we will have, I think 4 fights, yeah. Let me check my notes, yeah, 4 fights in total. And 1 new encounter in this stream. Super short stream. And then in the next stream I will probably do the entire gym. Yeah. So I have the team ready for the first fight after the bridge rival. We also have to check some stuff. We have Siggy for the lead with Ludi. It's a double battle. And I will pretty quickly check if everything is correct here. So let me export and check out more ranges. So funny thing, by the way, I didn't know about that in my winning run even. Katie told me about that. She's playing right now run, and I didn't know, for example, that Poltergeist is bugged actually, and it will always bypass the accuracy shenanigans. Either way, he was not needing that. Yeah, still interesting. Okay, import. And let me really carefully activate doubles, electric terrain, and rain is up. So double, triple checking my stuff here. So yeah. Okay, we are not in range, that is correct. That's okay. Looks good. We can go. We can also, meanwhile, let me check if the repel is active. We can also collect some stuff like some grass gems, I think, on the way. Like not some grass gems, but some items. I'm not sure, I maybe already took that item, that's also possible. Okay, let's check it out. Maybe I took that gem already. Or was it? Yeah, there's a grass gem, okay. But I know we will have also hard scales, I think, what we can take. They doesn't really matter in this run. Yeah, they just doesn't matter in this run. We will just take it, I guess. I think there was also a gem here somewhere. Yeah, like I said, the hard scales will not matter. There's a TM. Weather ball. Should be something here, I don't remember exactly. It's the flying gem. And then how we reach this part. I think this was waterfall, I think. Yo, Jenny, what's up? Run is going pretty good, yeah. We are in the mid game right now. We can say, yeah, this is mid game. And yeah, run is looking good. Every fight can technically be the last fight. But yeah, a sandbox work. Yeah, in this challenge, I am free to choose my encounter because it's a deathlock. There are some like different challenges basically. You can also play a sandbox nuzlocke. There you are not able to choose your encounter at least. I'm able in the Deathlocke to choose my encounter on the routes. But pretty simple. The moment I catch it, that's my encounter for the route. So basically, if it's the wrong ability, yeah, that's it. That's just unlucky, but I can choose which encounter I want to have from each route. Yeah. The cool part is on some. Yeah, it's really fun, but still not free actually. Especially in Run Bun. There will be many fights in the mid-late game where we can actually just lose because one Pokemon death means just back in the lab, basically. So on some mons you can actually see the ability because, for example, if you don't get Shell Armor Crawdont, you will see the Hyper Cutter with Intimidate Pokemon and you can just run away. Until I will not catch that Pokemon, I can just run away and catch a new one, basically. But the moment I will catch it, that's my encounter for the round. And everything else is just, yeah, hardcore Nuzlocke rules, basically. Okay. But he was pretty blessed with that. We got good abilities. Can't complain about that. Yeah, okay, this is... I think you want to have Swift Swim with this Ludi, but whatever. Okay. Double battle incoming. After the bridge rival, we will get rewarded with a double battle, basically. And slots doesn't really matter here in this case. Okay. All right. Let's not make any mistakes about that. So Jolteon and Bennett lead here. Okay. Pretty simple. What we always do in double battles, we will show kills here. Siggy is holding basically only an item to show the item because of Bennett. And yeah, we have the electric terrain and the rain up still. For the next two fights, at least. So Jolteon is seeing a kill with Thunder here right now on Sigilif. And Bennett is seeing a kill with a Poltergeist on Sigilif. Pretty easy. So we'll go to my Rhyperior with Sigilif here. But it's not holding an item on purpose, of course. So the Poltergeist will just fail. And we are just immune to Thunder here. And Ludi will just throw an Energy Ball. Ludi is not that to Thunder from Jolteon, but safe. Let's go back. Rhyperior switch. Energy Ball on Bennett. Energy Ball into Giga Drain will always kill. This is also Curse Buddy. There's the Thunder. Energy Ball, we are faster as well than Bennett. And there's the Poltergeist, it will just fail. Okay. This is always Shadow Sneak from Bennett on my Ludi. What is okay. So Rhyperior is switching out because this is Weather Ball now this time from Jolteon. So we will switch to Gyarados on the Weather Ball. And we will just Giga Drain kill this Bennett now. Because of the recovery, we are safe against the Thunder from Jolteon. Because Thunder, we could get in range of Thunder if this Shadow Sneak crits. Because this is Shadow Sneak exactly on Ludicolo, because the AI sees it's dead. It needs to use basically Shadow Sneak on my Ludi here. We have a fast kill. The good part is we will not be in danger. So Rhyperior will switch to Gyarados on the Weather Ball. And Giga Drain will kill this Bennett now here. Also, we are setting up for the next turn, of course, because for the next turn it's also important. Intimidate doesn't really matter here. Shadow Sneak can still crit, but we don't care about that. Because the recovery what we will get here from Giga Drain and Rain Dish is enough that we will not be ever in range of this Jolteon. This is a lot of damage, it's life of Jolteon, but we are safe. So this will die now. Critical hit, doesn't really matter, of course. And this is now Cast Form. What we'll see a kill with Thunder on my Gyarados, same like Jolteon basically. We'll just do this pivot one more time. There's cast form. And let me check that pretty quickly. Yeah, this is always a thunder, of course. Sees a kill. It's actually, because cast form is dog shit in this game, but we don't need to pre-damage, because we need to be dead to every roll basically. 91% is the lowest roll from thunder. Like I said, cast form is fucking dog shit. But because we got the weather ball already from Jolteon, we are in range, so we don't need to worry about a random roll from this cast form here. So Gyarados can switch again safe to Rhyperior here. And we can just throw an energy ball on cast form. We are also faster, that's why we are basically timid nature for this fight. Let's go back. Rhyperior. An energy ball. This is Focus Sash, so but this will not die this turn. This cast form. Yeah, this is not Sterling Silver cast form for sure. The only reason you take cast form basically in Run and Bun, what I did as well in this run, is the Life Orb. The Life Orb is just too strong. There's the Thunder as well. Okay. So the cool part is cast form will just die before it can do anything. It's fucking slow. It's basically 70 base stats all around. This fucking dog shit. And Rhyperior will again bait the guaranteed Weather Ball. If Gyarados gets a crit from the first Weather Ball, by the way, we are fine. We will still always and always only bait Thunder from Jolteon. That's the most important thing. So Rhyperior will switch again to Gyarados on Weather Ball. And we will kill cast form with Giga Drain. We are faster. It doesn't really matter which move I will press here, because it will just die. So Weather Ball, it's fine if this crits. Like I said, we have Citrus Berry as well. There's a Weather Ball. Doing a decent amount of damage in rain. There's a critical hit, but like I said, we have Citrus Berry. Even if this would be a double crit, by the way, we are always only and only baiting Thunder. Alright. With that, one side is down. That's not a true double battle. True double battle is obviously a bit harder. But still, the mons are hitting pretty hard here still. Especially Jolteon. So there was other play as well to lead with Barra Squeezy, because Squeezy and Rain is just destroying everything. We'll go to Seismitoad here now. On the Thunder. And Ludi will switch out as well to Squeezy. Ludi is safe. So again, Seismitoad and a Squeezy. And the cool part is Seismitoad is Swift Swim, so that means it's faster than Jolteon. Either way, my Squeezy is anyways faster. So we just set up for the next turn already. Don't EQ here. So we will just Earth Power here. And we are faster in Rain, and just checking it again, but it doesn't really matter, like I said, because we are just faster with Squeezy here. And Squeezy will just kill this with Liquidation anyways. Squeezy in Rain is disgustingly strong. Okay, and yeah, because of the last Pokemon, we need Squeezy in already. That's really important. So this is Obstagoon. And we have Close Combat. That's the good part about mons like Barra Squeezy, basically. You think it's only a water type, what is correct if you think about the switch-ins. But offensive-wise, you can say it is a water fighting mon the moment it gets Close Combat. Because Close Combat you can basically count as a stab move. 120 base power coverage move is most of the time enough to... Like, it is just basically a nearly as strong as a stab move. And yeah, close combat is 4 times effective as well here, so this is an overkill. Alright. Double battle done. So the next fight is a bit more interesting. I think this double was pretty easy. Let's hope I haven't done any mistakes in the prep for the next fight. We have one more fight. And then we will reach the city. And then we can catch one encounter basically. And we have 2 fights left. And then we are done for this stream basically as well. For the next stream I will prep the entire gym probably. Let's see how hard the gym is. But yeah, I have Beedrill for Venona already. I mean, obviously I will go for Beedrill. It's a really strong Pokemon for Venona. But yeah, Deathless is still not free. That's the thing. The only thing I'm worried about is obviously because I have done a 1-month break, and like a break can be good, but you can also make more mistakes because you forgot about some stuff. That's pretty easy. That's why I also don't like to play different AIs at the same time. Even I'm doing it sometimes. Like custom AI and then playing Gen 4. And I remember I was playing Gen 3 EK, Sterling Silver, and I was thinking about Run Bun. And I was like, okay, no. But you know what? Let's finish EK. Let's finish Sterling Silver and start Run Bun after that. That's what we did basically. And we won every 3 runs. So it was worth it to wait. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff you need to keep in mind, you know. It's really easy to forget about stuff. Even you obviously have the dogs. You can, you know. It's just one small mistake and you are in trouble basically. Especially in a game like Run and Bun. And yeah. Then I would say especially in a challenge like that. Because in a regular run, you can maybe steer it out, lose a Pokemon, lose 2 mons. I can't lose a Pokemon here. I just cannot sack if something goes wrong. And then we are hard frauding if I miss something, you know. Yeah. Also got punished already one time. That was the... It was kinda my mistake, but it was so unlikely. Even it was my mistake in the end. I will explain the situation. Because the AI sees here overlapping roles, of course, it's not Gen 4. And it was a double battle for the Beedrill need, basically. And I was giving Oranberry instead of Citrusberry because we need to get out of range from random moves because of crits. But we will still need, we can't get a Citrus healing. And the problem is the AI double low rolled, 1 into 16 into 1 into 16. We got the 10 HP healing, and that was putting me out of 1 single fucking roll of kill range. And then I just targeted my other mon because of that. It was so fucking unlikely that this happens, but it happened. We was thankfully not getting a crit. So 1 into 16 into 1 into 16 into 1 into 16, basically. And if we were to get a crit, it would be a 1 into 16 again, and then I would just cry. If we think about the odds, you know, it's pretty unlikely, but we got the 1 into 16 3 times in a row, so yeah. Okay, we have Ludi again in the next fight. Really important for the next fight. That's also a really nice thing about... Sandbox is fun, actually, because, like, I will do a regular run again with Penguin Starter, and the cool part about Sandbox is you can, like, at least my Deathlocke, I can play different mons and stuff like that as well. I'm not always choosing the strongest mon, like I took Walrein over Dreadnought, for example, in the early routes. The cool part is that you learn more Pokemons. and how you can use them. Obviously, you will not be able to use that many scales in a regular run. We need a modest nature here. And yeah, the cool part is I can just remove moves, basically, and just teach them back. And that's what we have to do in this fight. We have to remove Energy Ball. I will explain why we are doing it. We have to remove Energy Ball for this fight. We need Surf. Teach Surf. And we will remove Energy Ball and we can also teach that back. I will just show you that we can just teach that back. Giga Drain is not removable. If I remove Giga Drain, I will not get it back anymore. So remember a move, I can just show you. We will just see the Energy Ball here. And we need the Mystic Water on my Ludi. We was needing the nature change here. And now we need the Mystic Water. Especially if you have already completed the Hardcore Nuzlocke challenge for the game. Yeah, that's the thing, you know? That's the thing. I'm allowed to do whatever I want, basically. I mean, generally you can do whatever you want. Like, no one will ever tell you how to play. At least people should not tell you how to play the game. But for me, it is just like, I'm free. I can just play. I can just do whatever I want with this game right now, basically, because I got a regular win already. And I want to have a bit fun. And I think this challenge is fun and at the same time not free. And at the same time not completely destroying my mental. Because Sandbox Nuzlocke is different. It will hit different completely. And I don't want to have the hardest challenge right now. It's a decent hard challenge still. What is fine for me. That's the thing. Okay, we have Wall Rain. Wall Rain. Yeah, Wall Rain is really useful. By the way, I learned this from this run. How useful this Pokemon actually is. I didn't got it in my winning run. Or like also not before that. Donphan. Sceptile. And Basculegion. Okay. So, we need a Citrus Berry. On Wall Rain. We will just give a Soft Sand. So this fight is a bit tricky, but we will manage. Hopefully the switch in AI is correct in my head. Donphan will hold no item. And you will hold a Citrus Berry as well. Same like a Squeezy. Need to change the nature from Sceptile to be faster than one Pokemon here. We need to be timid for that, basically. Like plus speed, but yeah, timid is just the best in this case then. And yeah, let's go timid. And export the party and check out the calc in a second. We still have for the next fight the Perma Rain and the Electric Terrain up. So let me double check everything what is really important here right now. Because this fight is kinda technical. At least you can lose mons here if you do something stupid. So he should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, Rain is... It's a single battle, Electric Terrain and Rain. Okay. So this will kill. Exactly. Then we will get that Pokemon. We will always kill. We calc with my own Pokemon. We have to calc with my own Pokemon. Maybe that will already tell you which Pokemon we will see now. So I have to calc with my own Pokemon. Never die and always kill. Then we will bait you. Pretty sure about that. We are faster than Greninja, than the normal Greninja. That's also really important to keep in mind. 5 hits are fine. If we get crits, it's fine. We have the Citrus Berry for that. Okay. Alright. Should be Gucci to go. Donphan is not holding an item on purpose. Really, really important. There's one thing what we can abuse in this fight. And I really love, basically, Donphan because of that. I like not only Donphan, but yeah, it's just amazing. There's one item what you never wanna see on AI, basically. And we have some of them in this entire game. And that's Red Card. It's the most annoying item the AI can have, basically. And Donphan is just really good against that. Okay. Yeah, that item, and most of the time you will also have Red Card Sturdy and stuff like that. So yeah, have fun one-shotting. Best Legion is really strong for that as well, because of Mold Breaker. You will just ignore the Sturdy, but you need to one-shot still. And yeah, getting a random move on a random incoming Pokemon is really bad if this is not a Pokemon what will set up hazards. And we don't want to have that anyways. But yeah, the cool part is I don't need to worry about that Pokemon. Otherwise, I could lose a Pokemon. But yeah. Okay, so Mystic Water, it's really important. Citrus Berry, Soft Sand because we need to hold the item. Donphan without the item. Adamant Nature as well. Citrus Berry just because we want to play around crits here. We are Timid Nature. With that, we are faster than the one Pokemon. And you are just a fucking backup because I don't need 6 months. Okay. Alright. Last fight in Perma Rain and Electric Terrain. After that, we are done with this fucking shit here. So, there's a Fortress, Custard Berry, Sturdy, Explosion. You can guess. So, the cool part is that Fake Out. I was scared for a second, but I saw the move. Is doing enough chip and breaks the Sturdy as well. And the Surf always kills here. And this should always bring in Ditto here. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it is just taking the Rain Dish and just taking my Ludicolo here, basically. It's also Quick Claw, by the way. Thankfully, it doesn't really matter. This will Fake Out, because it doesn't see a kill. So we will go to Wall Rain, and this is usually dangerous, because it just copied my moves as well. But we removed Giga Drain, Energy Ball for that situation. The good part is that it can't crit kill us. So we will go to Wall Rain. There was not that many consistent answers for that play here, if I do it like that. But Wall Rain is actually consistent. This is always Fake Out. And Fake Out crit into Giga Drain crit, what should be Giga Drain now, because we was not having the Energy Ball. Energy Ball crit would always kill us. And we cannot do a nature change because we need the Modest Nature here. Freeze Dry will kill this Ludi now here. Double checking for 1 second. Ditto. Yeah, Freeze Dry is overkill because it is not taking my HP as well. So yeah, we will always survive this Giga Drain now here. And that's why we remove basically Energy Ball here. We will never die to a crit even if this will look dangerous. Citrus Berry proc. And Freeze Dry kills. That should be Togedemaru now here. Togedemaru should see a fast kill with a Zing Zap. 172. Yeah. So cute. Still annoying. Target Demaru. I need to go back to the calc. So, Target Demaru. There you fucking go. This seeing a kill with every single roll right now here. I think either way it would always go for Zing Zap. Anyways. So we get the free switching. Besides Method. Because this is Zing Zap. And I think this should always after that be Steel Roller. So this is the sturdy weakness policy. You need to be really fucking careful with that. We will not attack this with a ground move. We are faster. We'll go for liquidation here because we don't want to activate basically the weakness policy. With liquidation here, we are faster because of a swift swim. There is the steel roller, really okay, will not do enough. Electric terrain is also gone now. And we will just kill this with earth power. Can also kill this with liquidation basically. Okay, I think this should be Dusk now here. This should be Poltergeist from Dusk. But I'm not 100% sure about that. This could also maybe be Greninja. I don't think so. I think this should be Dusk. Okay. So this is Poltergeist. That's why we're holding an item. Because we want to show Poltergeist basically. This is the Pokemon with red card, by the way. So we'll go to Donphan on Poltergeist. We are not holding an item and that means it will just miss. And my good boy is in... is on the field. And the cool part about red card is that knockoff will not trigger red card. It will basically remove the red card, but it will not trigger the red card. Red card gone, and we will not get switched basically here. There's a revenge. This is always revenge or shadow sneak here, because that's the only thing what it can do basically against us. And remember, if we would get a switch here, anything needs to eat a shadow sneak or a revenge here. And my wall raid, I think at this point, would be maybe even safe against a revenge crit. A lot of stuff can just get so much damage here on the random move. That's why this was so fucking good. Okay, we should kill this now with EQ here. Yeah, EQ kills, we are faster. This is pressure. Shadow Sneak is fine. It also needs to go for Shadow Sneak now, because it sees it's dead. But it's not random move anymore. Before it was random move, now it's not random move anymore. Okay, and the last Pokemon is Greninja with Battle Bond ability. The AI is calcing without the Battle Bond. This is looking really scary in the calcs, by the way. But it is thankfully not already with the cracked stats. So if this gets a kill, the run is over anyways. But yeah. I think the fight is also over if this gets the Battle Bond ability. It will just destroy everything basically in a regular run as well. So this is Sceptile switching. This should be Water Shuriken. Rain is up. Water Shuriken should see a kill here. And that's also okay for me. Holy damage, by the way. And that's why we have, by the way, that's why we have basically Citrus Berry here. Because of double crits. Because this needs to go for Water Shuriken now. And this will do a decent amount of damage. We have the Citrus Berry. We are always safe with that, even with 5 hits. We will just Giga Drain. Let me just check again for the safety. Yeah, we could kill this with Lee Storm as well. So in the end, it doesn't really matter, right? What I do here. Yeah, let's just Giga Drain because we will kill this anyways if we get into Overgrowth range. And otherwise we'll kill this the next turn. But this needs a water shuriken here because it sees it is dead against me. And even if this crits 5 times, there is 1 crit, Citrus Berry, and the next... No, it's not already in this turn. Sorry. Even if this crits multiple times, it's fine. Only 2 hits, you suck. Okay, this is not overgrowth, but whatever. This have a range to kill, but a really unlikely range. But it needs to always go for the prio here. It will just water shuriken again. And we will just simply kill it. Okay. So we have 2 more battles. 2 more fast fights, and then we can catch the encounter on Route 120. We can think about that encounter. I think it will be Golly. I think it will be Golly there, and in the Scorch Slap it will be Primarina, I guess. Basically the best encounters you can also get there, not gonna lie. I could also think about Sneasler, but I think I want to just have my fucking Golly. I mean, Golly is the best Pokemon in the entire game, like one of the best ones in the entire game. It's just too strong, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, 2 more fights. This fights will not be that hard. We have only to deal with 3 months here. So check. Nape. Magnus Zone. Muck. And Staraptor. Okay, so we want to have the black belt. I will still double check because I don't want to do even a stupid small mistake. Because a small mistake can be enough. We need the metal coat. Don't think we need to change the nature. Then we want to have a Chestoberry and a Lumberry here. Citrus Berry and Citrus Berry. Export. Yo, what's up, Color? What's up? How are you doing? Yeah. I think this run was pretty clean so far. But yeah, we need some riskless plays for sure, at least. I think the run killer fights will still come. We had some run killer fights already, especially for Deathlocke. But yeah, if I only think about the Hell Room, the tag battles, Maxi 2 and Tabitha 2, that even with GMO mons, Deathless is so fucking hard. So let's see what we can cook there. But yeah, we still have to do a lot of other stuff. We will see the longest and the hardest split in the game. Doing good? No work today? An extra long weekend. That is amazing, bro. Yeah. I was making sure that we have enough stuff at home. Because of the longer weekend, like you said. But yeah, we should be fine with that. I think I will probably after the stream go out one more time. Just double checking that we have everything, stuff like blood pressure, pills, and you know, we can't miss that for the entire weekend. Okay, one more quick check. Yeah, you are just fucking killing it. You will bait this Pokemon, you will just kill this, and then we will see this fucking troll clown fiesta, and we are good. Exactly. We are not living in the same city basically, but yeah, we are basically both from Germany. At least I can say I can count myself as a German as well. I mean, it doesn't sound right to not say I'm German as well. I mean, I just spent my entire life in Germany basically. I'm born basically in Germany. So yeah, I can count myself as a German as well, but I still have different roots. So yeah, it's also kind of fun to have like a lot of roots, I would say. Different cultures, you know. Respect every culture, of course. That's at least my opinion. Okay. Nape. I'm always a bit afraid because of this fucking clown, but we should be fine. Metal Coat, Chesterberry, Lumberry. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. Alright. We need to avoid basically the Kecleon. And so in Run Bun, there is a new opening. Because the one Kecleon will just block the way. And we want to get the encounter, so it's a bit complicated. We want to get the encounter on Route 120 before we do basically the event with Steven. Because otherwise we encounter Kecleon. We could also run away. In this challenge it doesn't really matter, to be honest. In this challenge it doesn't really matter because we can choose the encounter on the routes. And I can just beat it and just catch something else. But in a regular run you cannot encounter Kecleon and just say, okay, that was not my encounter. So, yeah, you have to do it in the right sequence. Alright. We should have pretty simple fights now. I will have a long cook for the entire gym. I already know that. Because the fights in the Venona gym are pretty cool. I have also prepped my box pretty decently. I have 6 Protect Mons low level because you can't pre-damage in the gym. It's really important to keep in mind. So we will fake out. We'll do the casual stuff with Infernape, fake out into CC. This will always kill. And even on a drop, we will always only bait Psychic from Hatterene here. Not Draining Kiss or something like that. Cool part is also we will not see the Call Mine on the switch in. Yeah, there it is. We cannot kill this. We need to switch out. This is seeing an overkill with Psychic here. Magic Bounce ability doesn't really matter here. Magnezone is a really good switch in. We need to imagine when we are getting Magnezone basically in Run Bun. And when we could get Magnezone in Sterling Silver. Level-wise, by the way. Magnezone's earliest point to get is after Flannery. And that is basically with, I think, level... Oh my goodness, I forgot the level. 64? Yeah. You need 1 level on Magneton to get the evolution. So you rare candy basically a new Marvel. So yeah, that's how strong this Pokemon basically is. And we don't have Levitate here. Flash Cannon kills. We also have Analytic, by the way, here with this Magnezone. In this case, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Analytic is also really strong. Because Magnezone is pretty slow compared to other mons. And it will just blast some mons away. So there's the fucking Clown Mon. This is Spore, probably. We don't really care which move it is. We are prepped with Chesto and Lumberries. There is the Spore. Asshole. yeah. I don't have a fairy type, pretty interesting by the way right now. We will get one after the Venona gym because I will go for Primarina. But yeah, we don't have a fairy type right now. But that was my decision basically because we was not needing it. Dead hard, I would say. Nice damage by the way. Is knockoff still doing more than EQ here without the item? You can stay in. There's no reason to switch out. Without Black Sludge. Let me remove that item. Yeah, EQ is doing slightly more damage. Let's just EQ here. We can switch also to Staraptor. It's just not using Spore anymore here. It's fine. We are fine, at least until we are safe here. We will just stay in. And we cannot boom with Mug. Keep that in mind. We cannot. This is one of the best boom ones for the tag battle. We cannot boom. And pretty cool because Alola Mug is a nice Pokemon. I was pretty sad that I was basically forced to boom in my winning run. And yeah, here you can see we are basically, here's the Kecleon. So yeah, we need to always go from here until we are done with the gym. Yeah, one more fight, and then I can catch the one Pokemon. It will be Golly for sure. I just need to check on the dogs if it matters somehow. But I don't think so. I think we can catch it on any level. So, Infernape is the lead for the next fight as well, if I remember correct. Exactly. And we don't even need to change the nature. This is crazy. We are adamant. We'll use Overheat in the next fight. Crazy enough. We can use Charcoal here. Charcoal, Charcoal, Charcoal. There you fucking go. We have one annoying Pokemon here in this fight. But we are okay with that, I guess. So we have Magnezone as well. Togedemaru. Has so many backups for that asshole, actually. Yeah, I mean, Choice Bandit is just annoying. Hustle Choice Bandit, by the way. What a fucking asshole. Guys, let's guess which Pokemon it is. I hate that Pokemon in Sterling Silver. Small spoiler, I have a own tier list. Okay. Let's go for Impish on Togedemaru for this fight. Impish. And then we can just teach some moves because my Togedemaru, because of the one battle, doesn't have any moves here. So we just teach Iron Head. And we can just teach the electric move as well here. So we have my moves back. Zing Zap. Okay. Now we will just go with a Citrus Berry on everything and then we are Gucci. Right? Yeah, Citrus Berry on Walrein is correct. Citrus. Citrus. Citrus here. And Citrus here. Okay. Alright, Merry Christmas, exactly. Fucking asshole Pokemon. The thing is, I was, back then, I was playing with one Pokemon in competitive with Hustle. Because in competitive, obviously, you don't care that much about that. And that was Durant. And Durant with Hustle is really fucking strong. Let's be honest. Obviously, you will not use that in a Nuzlocke. At least for moves what can miss. We have a move in Run and Bun what will always hit. I actually forgot the name, by the way. But I have the TM, so I can just read the TM. It's the Steel move. So you will never miss that. So you can play Hustle, even with Hustle, Smart Strike. Exactly. So for Nuzlocking, that's pretty cool. But yeah, outside of that, in Nuzlocke's Hustle is pretty pepega, let's be honest. But in competitive you don't care about that. And Hustle first impression was so fucking strong. Just go fucking Choice Bandit as well. And if you miss, then you just cry, I guess. Would I use Dupe Clause and then my Durant one shot? That is crazy, man. This is fucking crazy, yeah. Durant is fucking strong, man, with Hustle. And with Dupe Clause, I think you have also a decent chance to hit, right? Like, it's still not guaranteed, of course, but yeah. It's pretty strong. Okay, let me export for the next fight. That is the last fight now. I haven't prepped the gym, so let's have a good look on the gym for the next stream. I will prep pretty carefully over the weekend and probably stream then on Monday. Meanwhile, on the weekend we will still play a bit Luminescent Platinum and stuff like that. Let me double check if I'm correct. Yeah, it's correct. We are not in danger here. We are also faster. Yeah, this is easy. Okay. Oops. I want to maybe play a Durant this run. Let's see. Like, I'm not always choosing the best ones, but yeah, the decision is more for... Like, I could go for Sneasler here as well, I think. Sneasler, or like... Yeah, Sneasel. And I'm basically playing... I know that it is okay. Like, this is not a run for the Hall of Fame anyways. It's just a fun run, basically. I have my victory already in Run Bun, and that is just a fun run for my own pleasure with a Sandbox Deathlocke. And I know even in the regular runs, people was playing and it was allowed like that. I think it's okay. People was playing with Weavile and Sneasler. I would not allow this for my run because the first evolution line have the same dex number basically. But I think it's okay if people doing that. I don't mind, I think. It's like you want to play it, basically, I would say. But yeah, there's no hard rule about that, at least for the Hall of Fame. I was not even going for GMO because I was not sure about GMO, how Dexter thinks about that, or like the Run Bun community. So my Torterra was not even GMO, and then after that I just heard about that half of the Hall of Fame from Run Bun is just GMO. But it's okay, it's okay. So even more proud about the victory then, right? Okay, last fight. Let me check again. We are adamant, we will still use Overheat. I just CBA to change the nature. Alright, let's go. Okay. That is a Vika Vault lead. Our Herb Vika Vault. This fucking asshole has Guillotine as well. That's ugly. So fake out into Overheat. This is an overkill, by the way. I'm not even kidding. This is so fucking overkill, even with Adamant. Yeah, true, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, like I said, it's fine, you know, it's fine. I had Weavile in my winning run. I would ban Sneasler, even I know how fucking strong Sneasler is for the regular run. But I think this is not a rule where you need to really, you know, it's a preferable thing. Like, I don't like to use both Nidos as well. Same like Slowbro, Slowking. I think a lot of people are actually doing that. It's fine, I think. Yeah, so this is sadly enough not consistent. This can go lead seed or substitute here as well. Attacking move means Dystropius is just dead. Either way we are safe. Either way we are safe. There is a lead seed. Yeah. That is also fine because the only annoying thing could be substitute, but it doesn't really matter because we are faster. So Wall Rain will just one-shot this with Frost Breath or Freeze Dry. We'll just Freeze Dry because Freeze Dry is kinda cool. This is Harvest Citrus Berry as well. It's 4-time effective, and Freeze Dry is pretty close to a kill here. Not gonna lie. This Pokemon is tanky as fuck. And now the fucking clown comes in. Okay, this is Hustle Choice Bandit. It should be dual Wing Beat. Because we are fucking Ball Rain. So Triple Axle would be Troll. So it should be dual Wing Beat here. And we have a lot of mons who can handle this Pokemon, okay? So we will go to Togedemaru first of all. What is a hard counter here against dual Wing Beat? That is just backups, basically. That's still a lot of damage for 4-time resistant, by the way. But you will get more damage. Take that fake out! Holy shit. Oh, we are faster! Oh, never mind. This thing sucks, actually. I didn't even saw that, to be honest. True, Togedemaru is not slow. Wait, Delibird? This is 75 speed only? Oh yeah, this have vanilla stats. I didn't even realize that. Holy, is this bad. 55 attack only. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking Sterling Silver Pill. And even in Sterling Silver, it's bad. Dog shit Pokemon. We even have the fucking buffed Delibird and it's still bad. This Pokemon is a clown. Okay, so we will catch something. Let me check the dogs pretty quickly. The only thing we need to check is if the pre-evolution from Golly is getting a move what we can't scale later on. Then it will matter on which level we will catch this. Otherwise it will not matter. So learn sets, Golly, Wimport. Yeah, no, this learns nothing actually, what the fuck. Yeah, we can just catch Golly then. And then we just, yeah, we can just catch Golly, basically. Okay, this is Surf. 120. This is Fishing. We can also go for Surf, but Fishing is more likely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just heal my mons. We don't need that, basically. But, I mean, why not? With all the shade, personally, it became Iron Bottle, so... Hustle can be strong in Sterling Silver as an AI Pokemon, but... I mean, come on. You have so much... Like, that's the thing, I always say that. I think it's a fair balanced game. Sterling Silver is my favorite ROM hack of all time, obviously. I mean, we can see that if you just look on the Hall of Fame. I just have so much fun with this game, that's the reason why I've played this so many times. But we get also a lot of stuff. That's what I say after that many runs. We get so much what you usually don't get in stuff like EK or in Run Bun, for example. So people need to actually stop complaining. Getting U-turn after the second gym is broken. Right? It is just broken. We don't even have a TM in Run Bun. You need to scale that with every single fucking Pokemon. And only a handful Pokemon learns U-turn, basically. And you need to scale that. And you have 30 scales in total in the entire run. So you can't spend it, like, for free. We get a lot of stuff in Sterling Silver, for sure. Aura Sphere, oh yeah. Okay. It doesn't really matter even if I fail here, somehow, because we can choose the encounter. We can still check the IVs, just for fun. How it would be in a regular run. But yeah. We also have Master Balls, because it's not a Nuzlocke, it's a Deathlocke, basically. We don't need to worry about... Yeah, Infernip is also fine. It's pretty fast here. Let's register. So yeah, we need to catch that before we do the event. There it is. Okay, pretty easy, pretty fast. It's a 20% chance in a regular run, by the way. So, before we catch that, let me just check it one more time that we are not doing a mistake. 120, Golly, exactly. And in Scott Slap, we will go for the Brione then. Hashtag Primarina. Yeah, exactly. Not getting a Golly is really unlikely in a regular run. You have a 40% chance in Scott Slap already. And you can also dupe some mons out. I have a dupe, for example, Gyarados, Slowbro. The only thing is if you get fucked by Octillery, the fucking 5% chance, hashtag Pichal, and I can understand that he was mad and was actually swearing in German. What did he say? Du bist so ein hässlicher Hurensohn. I was laughing so hard, man. Yeah, understandable. You can get so many good mons, you can get the best, probably the best Pokemon in the entire game, and then you're getting this fucking emergency exit Pokemon. Oh god. I can feel him for sure. Okay, so I think I forgot about my bindings. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm playing too many games with different bindings, so I forgot which binding actually was for ball. Alright, let's check out the IVs. Why not? And yeah, we will not do the Steven event now. That's the thing about... We can check it out. I'm pretty sure we don't need to do the event now. We can't do the event now. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, exactly. We need to basically beat the gym. And after that, we need to show the feather badge, and then this event will start. So you can technically anyway skip that. But yeah, there's no reason to not take Golly, by the way, for the gym. Even Golly is probably in the flying gym not the best Pokemon, but that Pokemon is broken entirely. You have to think about that, okay? And that's why it is broken, basically. Not only because it is so tanky, it is so hitting so hard. The only reason is it's also bugged in Run and Bun, and if you're using bugs, or like abusing bugs, at least I'm doing it like that. It's a bug abuse, and if you're abusing a bug, you also should not at least clause bugs. That's what that's how I actually play. There was not a single bug what I clause in my winning run, basically. I think there was also no bug. But yeah, even if there would be an unknown bug, I would not clause it, because I'm abusing bugs as well. I cannot abuse a bug and at the same time clause bugs. That's at least what I don't like to do. So the strongest ability, or like this, I already spoiled it basically. The reason why Golly is so strong, and it's one of the best, maybe the best Pokemon in the entire game. So, this Pokemon have the ability Emergency Exit, we all know that. And this is usable twice in a fight. With a Citrus Berry, for example. Calm Nature, this would be dog shit, nature-wise. I think it's still okay. Yeah, this is not a great one, let's be honest. But we don't care because it's GMO for us. In a regular run, it would be awful. My one was Adamant, by the way, in the winning run, so that was really strong. Yeah, this is not optimal, but it's still so strong, okay? So you need to imagine, or like you need to realize, you're getting Eject Pack one time in the entire game. In the late game, in the E4 split. So you have a free Eject Pack, and this Pokemon can use it twice per fight. Just realize how strong that is, basically, okay? And you can manipulate that perfectly. If you plan the fight, that Citrus will proc, you will get over 50%, exit out, just do it one more time for the free exit. It is broken, and yeah, it is a bug in I'm not sure it's a Run and Bun bug, or generally in Gen 8, not sure about that to be honest. But yeah, usually you can't use it twice per fight. Because you can use it twice, it's completely broken. And yeah. Okay, but that's it for me. We will do the Venona Gym in the next stream. Monday probably. So I will prep the Venona Gym, not the Venona fight, but probably the entire gym. And yeah, thank you for watching, Color. Thank you for watching at everyone. And yeah, have a good, I can say have a good weekend. I mean, we will hear us anyways in the Sterling Silver Discord, but yeah. have a good evening, I would say.